And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new HiQ Energy Drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. HiQ Energy Drink. Wings are for birds.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show is sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Number 28, Jeffrey McAllister, the running back, cornerback senior for West Johnston, 5'11", 170, the player that went down on the injury timeout. We're about to go back to the resumption of play. 6:25 remaining in regulation. Got a score for you in the conference. Cleveland is up ahead of South Johnston, 13-7. Now, this is 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Now, Trey, this is an important matchup as now West Johnston tries to get back up the field offensively again. If Clayton gets this win, South Johnston loses to Cleveland, they can bump up to the number 2 seed.
That is correct. The Comets will take control of.
And Hunter said in pregame that he was confident was going to happen.
Oh yeah, Cleveland is the number 1 team in the division right now. Again, the Comets lost to Garner at the beginning of the season, and Cleveland just a few weeks back. So Cleveland's a tough team to beat this year for sure.
Cleveland definitely a strong. The Rams there. And now number 5 for West Johnston, carrying the ball up the field, Caleb Jordan, free safety wide receiver. He'll get up the field here for a couple. Looks like they're moving players around on spots because he's only a free safety and wide receiver, and they had him running with the ball there for a second. 5:25, clock ticks away here in regulation. Trey, it's good to be a Comet. 49-0.
Yeah, 5:18. The clock continues to run.
But Clayton's been on the losing end of these games before, though. We know what it's like. Here we go. Lassiter will hand it off again to number 14. Trips up a little bit, and here comes the Comets defense ready to just pound him like dog meat, so to speak, on Caleb Jordan. So many stops defensively by the Comets defense here as we go to 4:55. Clock continuing to roll down here.
For only this,
we're not even at 9 o'clock tonight. You know that? This game is almost over. And me and Brad did a game last Thursday night with Clayton and Triple S, and that game lasted until almost 10:30 at night. This game is almost mere minutes from completion here.
And again, for only the second time all game, the Wildcats are on the Clayton side of the field. So their offense is moving the ball so much better right now.
They are. Lassiter barking out the signals, hand it off to number 36 with a carry and a nice breakaway. Got a couple of yards up the field for a first down for the Wildcats. Antoine Sneed, running back, senior, 5'8" at 159, timed in. Got himself a nice little run, and if Sneed can have runs like that, you could see West Johnston put some points on the board. We just saw that.
Absolutely. 4:03, they're driving the ball extremely well right now. Sneed is doing a great job this entire second half. They're on the 15-yard mark. See if they can push it in.
They're into the red zone now for the first time in this game. West Johnston trying to pound on the door. Here comes Lassiter. Hands it off to Sneed one more time. Sneed's got Buff in the backfield, and they all bring him down. 4 Comets or more catered around him. He's got nowhere to go. Scattered, smothered, and covered, as I say.
Again, he had nowhere to go after the 4. Literally, the linebackers crowded the line of scrimmage, and once he received the ball, they were in the backfield, but somehow Sneed got about 3 yards on that. So shout out for him to keep moving his feet no matter what situation in. He's doing a great job.
3:20, clock ticks on down in the regulation. This game is about to be 9-9 goodbye. Comets about to go 3-1 in the conference, 8-2 in the year. Lassiter barking out the signals. Sneed trying to go back upfield. Got taken down by number 28 on the defense of Clayton. Nice stop there by number 28, number 28.
Number 26.
Number 26, my apologies, Isaiah Mangiana.
2:49 remains here in the ballgame. We thank you for being part of our broadcast. You're tuned in to the CRN Sports Network.
And stay tuned to the Unforgettables postgame show. That'll be coming up here. We'll get the thoughts of both coaches. Trey Snide's going down to sweat a little bit down there. And then he'll come back up here and we'll wrap it up. So, nice game in Benson. Started off raining. Now it's clear. Lassiter throwing one. Oh, incomplete. And it was short to number 14, Drew Applequist. Applequist trying to make the catch. Number 44. Number 44, Peyton Long. The sophomore 5'11" at 175. They're changing their player positions because Peyton Long's a middle linebacker and a running back, and they had him playing wide receiver there for a second.
That's what, coming into the ballgame, yes, they're last in the division, but they have some players that could be really, really dangerous. And that's, Applequist is one of them, but also Long in the backfield, the fullback.
Did you hear what I was talking about during halftime? The Boston Bruins, Boston Celtics.
Yeah, exactly right.
Boston Red Sox, and another swing, and it's overthrown. Trying to go to the end zone was West Johnston, number 80.
Turnover on downs.
And, oh, my goodness. Well, they tried to go for it. They tried, Trey. Just come up short.
Again, it was just overthrown. He had a man in the back of the end zone. That was number 88. Number 88 for the Wildcats.
Kyrie Maddox. Kyrie Maddox was waiting there patiently to try to get it, and he was just out of bounds. Now, if he would have been inbounds, touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
Clock ticks away, by the way. We're at 1 minute remaining in regulation here.
And the Comets take control. They might just
knee the ball,
kneel it down to kind of go ahead and wrap this game up.
Show respects to one another, I guess, is a nice way of saying it. As the Clayton Comets are ready to play offense one more time, they're on the 10-yard line of West Johnston. And no, they're not. They are not going to need the ball. Huntington, or actually number 10, Anderson, is going to hand it off to number 18 of the Comets. He'll get a nice little carry up the field. A nice carry by number 18 of Jalen Tranum, and we tick away to 35 seconds in regulation, Trey Snide.
And they continue moving the ball down the field. Again, that was another first down run by the Comets, and it's interesting that they're not kneeling the ball. They're going to continue to pound the ball down the field. A good stop by the Wildcats right there.
Noah Anderson trying to make something happen. Another couple of yards up the field. Number 62 on the West Johnston defense making the stop. That was Harrison Williams, the guard junior, at 5'9" and 205. And we have got a timeout, it looks like. 5-0, actually a penalty on the play. And I think that's just going to wrap it up. This game is going to come to a close. Trey Snide is getting ready to head down, I would say courtside. He's going to head down to the field here. And we are going to get our post-game show underway here, presented by Unforgettables. Unforgettables post-game show. And what a great game here. When it's all said and done, Clayton 49, West Johnston 0. And our post-game show will be coming up here in just a moment. Trey Snide will be heading down to the field. He'll speak to head coaches Robert Sesame of West Johnston Wildcats and, of course, head coach Hunter Jinks of the Clayton Comets. Comets will now go to 8-2 overall, 8-2 for the year, 3-1 in the conference. Remember, if Cleveland beats South Johnston, Clayton's going to bump up to number 2 in the Greater News 3A conference. And with this loss overall for West Johnston, they go to 1-10 overall for the year, 0-5 in the conference play. As West Johnston again losing at home. Again, that final score is 49-0. Or excuse me, 56-0. 56-0, the final score of play here. As Trey Snide is heading down field side here in just a few moments. He'll actually grab a word with our coaches and talk about things here. Thank you for joining us on our coverage on the Community Radio Network, the CRN Sports Network game, and we're going to go down to the field here in just a few moments as Trey Snide will catch a word with Hunter Jinks as well as Robert Sesame. .8:31 in the first. They scored their first touchdown. Whittington put it in the end zone. Number 17. And then when it was said and done, 5:59, Harding put it in the end zone. Number 3 with a score, 14-0. Henson scored for Clayton again, 10:34 in the second, made it 21-0. And the hits just kept on coming. Defensively, offensively, Clayton done a phenomenal job, and when it's all said and done, they're about to have their hoorah and celebration. Comets, coach, everybody down there lifting up the helmets, and the helmets are going up there in celebration, and we're about to hear the chants as they pack it up and head back to Seatown. We are going to go down to the field now.
Coach, congratulations on a terrific win. Again, 49-0. A dominate. Let's start with the defense here. Your offense played extremely well. Let's talk about your defense. What were you able to do successful tonight?
I was pleased because we were able to play everybody on the defense side of the ball, and when they went in, there was very little mental mistakes, and so I was very pleased with that.
Exactly. Another great win by the Comets here. Moved up to the second place. Now, Cleveland is beating South Johnston right now, so you have a good chance to move up to the second spot in the conference. But talk about your offense now. Ryan Anderson, and they played extremely well as well.
Yeah, no, and, it was good to see. I think 6 tailbacks got carries. I don't know how many receivers got completions. We played 2 quarterbacks, 8 offensive linemen. And so when people went in, they made plays. And so it's exciting to see that when people get their number called, they step up and make plays.
Coach, congratulations. We'll see you next week, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Well, that's the thoughts of Hunter Jinks, the head coach of the Clayton Comets, as he's now going to try to grab a word with Robert Sesame, the head coach for the West Johnston Wildcats, and get his thoughts on everything on the game. It's, again, a tough loss, 49-0 to score when the game come to a close here. Trey Snide heading down there on the field. We'll try to catch a word with the head coach of West Johnston here in just as the Clayton Comets again wrapping things up. They're going to talk on the field here in just a moment. And we will actually have the interview with Mr. Robert Sesame as well of West Johnston. Again, 49-0 was the score, 49-0 when this game concluded. But we're actually going to we spoke to the winning coach of Hunter Jenkins. We're now going to go and talk now to down on the field. Robert Sesame is with Trey Snide.
Coach, tough loss tonight. Now you guys moved up. You're sitting right down in the last place. But what can you take from this game this evening?
I mean, it's football is a contact sport. It's a game of toughness and physicality, and we got to play it that way. And that's something that's got to change about our culture right now. That we got to learn to accept the physicality of the game.
Well, Coach, good luck for the rest of the way, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay? Thanks, Coach.
So again, not pretty much nothing left to say there, as you can hear the disappointment in Robert Sesame's voice, but. One of the things that I got was just so much respect that both coaches had for one another that me and Trey Snide reiterated on when it's all said and done. Of course, 49-0 the score. When the game is over, the Clayton Comets move on to 3-1 in the conference. They go on, of course, now to 8-2 overall for the season. And now, West Johnston 1-10 overall for the year. And a disappointing 0-5 in the conference play for West Johnston. A great game. We'll wrap things up here in a moment in the Unforgettables post-game show from Benson, North Carolina. This is Comets football on the CRN Sports Network. We'll be back after a timeout.
Some energy drinks want to scare you. Some even want to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new HiQ energy drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. HiQ energy drink. Wings are for birds.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Hey, welcome back to the Community Radio